This is no longer just a war of missiles and drones. It is turning into a war of politics, of power, of personal targets. And one name is now at the center of all, Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu. In a stunning and highly controversial statement, Iran has signaled that the path to a long ceasefire may not just depend on stopping the fighting, but on what happens to Israel's top leader. Yes, you heard that right. The battlefield is now being linked directly to political consequences inside Israel. The message came from Iran's Foreign Minister, Mr. Abbas Araghchi, and it was nothing but routine diplomacy. He suggested that a comprehensive ceasefire across the region, including Lebanon, it could actually escalate the legal troubles of Netanyahu, referring to Israel's leader's ongoing corruption trial. Wait, think about what this means. This is not just about stopping the bombs. Well, this is about shaping what happens inside another country's politics. Because Netanyahu is not just fighting a war on the outside, he is also facing a serious legal battle at home. A long-running case involving the allegations of corruption, bribery, and breach of trust. The trial has already created deep political division within Israel, with protests, political pressure, constant scrutiny. And now, Iran is stepping into that particular equation. Yes, by linking a ceasefire to Netanyahu's future, Tehran is basically sending a layered message. First, the war and politics are now connected. Second, pressure will not just be military, but psychological and political. And third, leadership itself is part of the battlefield. In the meantime, this comes at a time when tensions across region they are already dangerously high. There are ongoing clashes involving Israel and groups like Hezbollah, rising pressure from Iran and fragile ceasefire discussions that are struggling to hold together. Even every new statement, every new condition is making the situation more and more complicated. And then there's the reaction from the US. While there is no official response to this exact remark, but such statements, they are likely to raise serious concern in Washington, specifically for Donald Trump, who has been closely tied to the Middle East strategy and remain a central figure in the US political calculation, being the leader. Because when a foreign power starts linking ceasefire terms to the fate of an allied leader, well, it kind of changes the entire game, right? This is no longer just diplomacy. No, it cannot be. This is strategic messaging, and that too at the highest level. Iran appears to be expanding its approach, moving beyond missiles and proxies and into narratives, pressure tactics, and political signaling. And you know what the impact here really is? It creates new questions. Can a ceasefire even be negotiated under these conditions? Will Israel see this as interference? Will it harden the position instead of softening them? Because one thing, well, it's definitely clear. When war begins to target not just armies but leaders themselves, the stakes becomes far more personal and far more dangerous.